Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Bobby with Lastswimcustoms here, and today we're going to do a little bit of science. But before we get into that, just a few things that are exciting and coming to the channel. We picked up a dual injector. We're going to be doing some laminates here shortly, and we also picked up an open pore vert worm from Epic Bait Mold. So we're going to be doing an unboxing / review of that. I've got a hot plate over there, so we can start doing a little bit of open pore action. If you didn't notice, we're in a different spot. We have a wall enclosed over here, which I'll show you guys here in a little bit. We're going to have a wall here. We're going to have this room insulated, so it not only will it help with sound, but it'll be nice and heated and cooled for me. So it just makes it a whole lot more enjoyable. But today, like I said, we're going to do some science. So basically, I picked up the 5-inch classic Stickbait Tail Mold from Epic Bait Molds up not long ago. I've had it for a little while. I got a super good deal on it, and I don't even own the 5-inch classic stickbait, so you're probably wondering, what are you doing? So I reached out to Epic Bait Molds and asked if it only fit the 5-inch, which it does, and that doesn't surprise me since it says 5-inch on the mold, but I just wanted to make sure in case I were to pick up a 4-inch or something like that. Now, I did ask them, I said, hey, I don't have the classic, but I do have the angled rib stickbait in the 5-inch. And they didn't say that it would work, but they said, well, why don't you try it? Well, here we are. We're going to try it. So this is the angled rib stickbait, and we're going to try to put those classic stickbait tails in the angled rib stickbait mold. Since I have 2 of these molds, if it'll work, it would be super convenient. A little bit of a disclaimer though, obviously the ribbing is going to be different. It's going to be more circular on the classic and more angled on the angled part of the body, so the ribbing won't exactly match up, but if it looks decent, who cares? I don't think the fish are really going to look at it that hard, so I won't judge it too hard either. But we got some chartreuse here. I'm going to heat this up. This is going to be the tail color, and then assuming that they work and fit into the mold, we will shoot some green pumpkin brown over the top of them, and I think they'll look really good, assuming it all fits together. I haven't tried this, so that way you guys get a genuine reaction. But yeah, let's get this heated up and see if this works or not. Okay, our chartreuse is heated up, so let's just go for it, I guess. I'm sorry if you hear any noise. Oklahoma is currently trying to kill us again. It likes to throw all kinds of crazy weather at us all the time, so let's just hope it doesn't blow the doors off the shop here in a minute, because, yeah, it's pretty windy outside. Okay, this is my first time shooting this tip mold. I've never actually shot it, so let's hope all's well in there. Sure, it's just like any other tail mold, I would imagine. That is really hot. Should have got my glove. Always wear your glove. Don't be like me. It's a great way to get burned. Okay, that is in there. So now once these cool off, we'll take a look at them and see if they will fit in that angled rib mold. Okay, here is the tip molds out of the 5-inch classic. And you can really see how the ribbing is more circular on this part. So I don't know if these are going to work or not. They look to be about the same thickness, which I think is what's going to matter. So let's pull some of these off here and see if they will fit tightly enough in this mold to work. Okay, let's see what we can do here. This mold makes 20, so there's that. I'm going to pull off 8 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Gives you a little bit of room for error too if you happen to get a bubble or whatever in any of them. I'm going to add a couple drops of worm oil. Not really sure it's super necessary, but just to see. Well, to be honest, guys, this isn't fitting in here horribly. I'm going to be interested to see if this will close. If this will close, these really might work in here. Believe it or not, I wasn't real confident in the fact that this might work. But, I don't know. We're about to find out. They actually fit in there pretty snug. I just don't know if they're going to close or not. Here in a minute, I'll figure out which way these go. Well, they close. That is a good sign. So, grab this other one. Bolt it together here. Alright, that one closed too, so no surprise there. We're going to go ahead and heat up the green pumpkin and get ready to do a overshoot, I guess. Okay, our green pumpkin brown is 385, so it's nice and hot. You want to make sure when you're doing multicolor stuff like this that you get it plenty warm so that the bond happens. Let's pull some of this up real quick. And let's just hope for the best. Feel slow and easy, trying to make sure that we don't have too many issues. Since these tails really aren't made to go in here, I'm not really sure how they're going to affect the venting and all that. Yeah. We'll let these hold pressure for just a minute. Hopefully we got a really nice solid bond and that it looks good. Okay. I'm going to top these off real quick. Make sure that they don't cool too quickly. Alright, now that that's done, we will wait and see about doing a little bit of a demold. Hopefully they worked out, fingers crossed. Okay, moment of truth. Did they turn out? That is the question here. So, let's hope for the best here. Looks like they turned out. Wow. Look at that, guys. That actually doesn't look bad. That is a really nice color combo right there. You can see it really good from the sides. It looks pretty even. Didn't get a bunch of overflow, so really not bad. And look at that. That is not bad there. Not bad at all. I'm really surprised that worked. Let's check out the other batch, make sure the other batch worked out. But so far, so good. Those actually look really good. Let's open batch number 2. Make sure it wasn't just a total fluke. No, seems to work. Well, good to know. That is an option. The ribbing doesn't really even look bad. It's not really noticed. If you didn't know that that was different, you probably wouldn't pay any attention to it. I mean, yeah, that looks good. These from the side. Kind of see that color a little better right there. They look really good. That's not bad. And now we know with a little bit of science that the classic tip mold will work on the angled rib stick bait. That's awesome. Okay, so this is batch number 2 here. Holy crap, that mold is hot. I've been letting it cool off, but man, when it's warm outside, the molds take a little longer to cool off, for sure. But there is another awesome batch of them right there. I pulled on the last batch. The tails seemed to adhere really well, so I didn't have a problem with that. And there is those. I didn't have any issues with any of them overflow, like the green pumpkin overflowing the chartreuse tail. The sizing on them is just about perfect. Like, I couldn't really ask for that to work out any better. So, yeah, I'll give you a better look at them all together over there. And then I'll give you a look at the shop and we'll wrap this thing up. There's another little look at the final product. They actually look really good. The ribbing on the tail being different doesn't bother me at all. It kind of gives a little bit of contrast in the tail. And I think that works out super nice. That chartreuse pairs good with that green pumpkin. And I think these 2 molds play pretty well together. So definitely worth checking out. If you already have the angled rib, definitely pick up that tail mold. So yeah, as far as the wall goes, this is the wall. And ignore that light over there. It's just giving me some lighting for the time being. Waiting to do some insulation. I got some insulation work about to happen to get everything insulated. But yeah, this is kind of what's going on. Boat's got its own little bay over here. So yeah, nice little touch just having that over there out of the way. And then when I get insulation in here and on the walls, it'll definitely uh, make the sound and stuff a lot better in here, as well as the temperature. So yeah, that's what we're working with. So yeah, we learned a little bit today. We learned that the tail mold for the 5-inch classic stick bait from Epic Bait Molds will in fact work in the 5-inch angled rib stick bait. Not designed for that, but it does works just fine. So pretty pleased with how that turned out. I'm really glad that Epic suggested to go ahead and try it. I didn't think it would work, so I wasn't going to try it, but works awesome. A few notes before you guys head out. I just picked up a dual injector from STG Lure-Craft. It is a Do It. So we're going to be doing some laminates here shortly, which is going to be exciting. Picked up the open pour, like I said. We're going to be doing a little bit of open pouring too, something I'm not super good at, but maybe it'll be a learning process together. Maybe you can learn from my mistakes. So that is some exciting stuff that's coming up on the channel for sure. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like and a subscribe. It really does help me out, and we're inching closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and we're going to do a giveaway at 1,000 subs. I'm going to give away some baits, and Epic Bait Molds is sponsoring that giveaway, so whatever they choose to do, I'll let you know when I know. But we'll probably open up a giveaway video around 900 subs. That gives people some time to get in, and it's not too time cramped in one little section there. So yeah, that's pretty much how this worked out. If you want to buy any of these baits, you can head on down to the description below. There'll be a link to my store where you can pick up some baits. All that money gets to go back into this so that I can continue to make these videos and try new things for you guys. If you want to pick up any of the awesome molds we used today, you can head on down to the description. There'll be a link to epicbaitmolds.com where you can pick up some awesome molds for yourself. They have a really good lineup, definitely worth checking out. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.